at my daycare. But I've never read outside. I read a lot, but I don't read to them outside.
In my rebellious stage when I was growing up, I would sneak books outside and read instead of do chores.
Oh, what a rebel.
I know. I am.
That's what a nerd rebel is. If you ever wondered what it looks like when a nerd rebels...
They sneak books outside so they can read in between chores. I can't tell you how many times I got in trouble.
Because they still are accomplishing the chores, mind you.
Well, yeah, I didn't want to get in trouble. You just had to be really sneaky. And they said to do outdoor play dates. So I actually did this the other day with he has a friend from daycare, and I hit up his mom. I didn't know how to get in touch with his mom, so I left a note in the kid's backpack and said, hey...
That's not even lucky creepy. She checks her backpack.
I know, right? Like, I was like, please, I hope, as I, like, fold it really nice and neatly and, like, shove it in there, and I wrote, like, to his mom on, like, big letters on it, and she opened it and read it, thankfully.
Well, look at that.
A complete
And
creep.
then she actually contacted you.
And she contacted me, and we went and did a play date.
I wouldn't have contacted you.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
You probably wouldn't have. It's fine. They said to challenge your older children and teens that... it's a good way to bond outside playing games. So in my mind, I'm thinking of like the beanbag tossing and washers and that kind of stuff. But they were thinking more of like nature scavenger hunts or starting nature like collections.
No, I bet they have that kind of stuff free on Google.
I can't think of the name of it.
I'm sure there's plenty of teachers that have put that kind of stuff out.
Geocaching. Have you ever done that? Geocaching.
I've heard about it, and I've seen videos of people with very intricate challenges.
Well, my niece and nephews do that. Like, they have apps on their phones, and so when they travel to state parks, like, all over the state of Texas. And that's what they do for fun. And when they're out on their hikes, they're doing the geocaching. And so the whole idea is that these people have hidden a note.
Treasure.
Or treasure, and you are to either read the note and do the task, or you take a treasure, leave a treasure kind of scenario. And I think that's kind of cool because they enjoy it a lot. And they can be small little tubes that you hide stuff in.
I like that.
Or they're hanging like in trees and on fences.
I really like at the zoos. They kind of do something at the zoos where you bring natural artifacts and things. Mm-hmm. Like I've brought leaves that are like basically little skeletons from the rain hitting them on a rock, and so they're just like the veins of the leaf. Yeah. I've taken those, and you get points for it, and rocks and things, and like.
I did hear they do that type of stuff at the Houston Zoo. You have to get online and like figure it out, but yeah, there are ways you can do that. Yeah, all you do is you make an account, and then you just bring a bunch of stuff, and then they give you points, and you can buy stuff.
Yeah, you can buy other artifacts with your stuff.
Isn't that neat? Okay, so
you can also take like little skulls. That's a little weird, but. I know I said that very off-putting. Hold on. Let me fix this.
You can bring skulls.
What I mean is, don't kill things. But if you find certain creatures, you can take those items to this location. If it was found normally from
normal
circumstances in the wilderness. Natural causes. I'm sorry, I can't make this better.
So here's an example then. So when I was on a hike with my church, and my daughter found a possum skull on the hiking trail, and she picked it up and took it home because she wanted to clean it and decorate it.
Well, it's got to be like sun bleached and stuff with no flesh.
She could have brought it because there was no flesh on it. It was not allowed stinking in my house.
I can't tell you how many points that would be because it's probably pretty common.
But she could have. Cool. That's cool. Okay.
It is really cool.
All right. There you go. That's something to do. They also had tips like leaving a trail, like organizing like a spy mission type thing where you like hunt each other. That's all I'm thinking of is like hunting each other. But that's a game that they were talking about on this website. They also talked about taking a ball somewhere and going and playing like kickball or soccer or football or something like that. We do that a lot. Basketball courts, we like to hit up the basketball courts when there's nobody there because then you can just act a fool and have fun, and who's going to judge you? Just you is fine.
I play a lot of horse.
Yeah, we do that too. I win though. I don't like to lose. They say to pack a picnic, barbecue outside. We were just talking about that. Obviously that's a good thing to do because it keeps you outside, but don't do it in 105 degree weather. choose better temperatures. Maybe this fall.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe this fall. They say that children who spend out time in enjoying nature are usually physically healthier. It's shown to be linked with improved motor skills, lower obesity, and here it is. It says that vitamin D makes us healthy and strong.
It does. And so does vitamin C and stuff like that. And a lot of times the vitamins help each other.
Yeah, so it's
in
important.
Your body. So you need all of the vitamins.
Yeah.
I don't know things. I don't. I'm not a nutritionist. I just know I'm deficient in vitamins, so I take vitamins.
There you go.
And it helps.
So obviously those are all like big benefits. You can be more engaged in learning because they say it promotes curiosity, creativity, and critical thinking. And studies have found that children who spend more time in nature exploration, they have improved learning outcomes. And again, I think it has to do with their minds are open and ready and they're doing more.
Yeah.
They're not just using
active puzzles.
Yeah. Doing both. You're using your brain muscles and your body muscles. I didn't know how else to word that. I apologize. Like that didn't come out right.
And again, we're not doctors.
We're just trying. They also associated with more positive behavior in the children because it's shown that when children spend time in natural settings, they have less anger and aggression issues. Impulse control can improve, and this is important when there's routine changes because we talked an episode or so back about schedules and changes.
Yes,
this plays into that. It can help. And it can also make them mentally healthier. It can help with stress and depression, and it just lowers them. It's not saying it's going to eliminate them, but it can lower those things for children. And it shows increased focus and reduced symptoms of ADHD in some kids. So,
there you go.
All great reasons to play outside. Obviously, inside happens. It can't be avoided, but, I mean, outside's better.
My kiddo goes outside every day because he will yell at me if he doesn't.
So,
talking about anger and aggression, I don't know what mine would be like if we didn't go outside.
So we send ours out because we really hope he's going to sleep better from being... I'm sorry, I sucked on my straw as I'm trying to talk.
We're both fortunate that we both have backyards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have a yard full of chickens that need to be chased every afternoon, and that's his chore, is to chase... the chickens actually don't really need to be chased. That's probably why I'm not getting very many eggs right now because it's hot and now they're stressed. But he goes to bed at 9 o'clock if he's been chasing those chickens for 30 minutes trying to put them up.
Yeah.
They will go up naturally on their own. I just want to point that out there.
And it is hard keeping kids going to bed at the right time during the summer in Texas because we have a lot of sunshine in the evenings.
It's not dark till like 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
And he will not go to... He's like... The sun's up. It's not down.
That's what mine says. The sun is awake. He says it's morning. He doesn't understand the difference.
Oh, okay.
He says it's still morning.
It's still morning. You're like, actually, it's evening and you should be asleep.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. Melatonin. Lots of melatonin. Actually, it's not working so well for us, so we've kind of dropped it. But, maybe for some kids
it's because you can build a tolerance to it. And your body doesn't make it as much if you provide it.
Son of a bitch.
Externally. I don't know that much about that either, so please Google more information about that. I'm not a doctor.
We are not doctors, professionals.
You notice some things that I did not plan on talking about. I go, I didn't check. Not fact checked.
Don't take us at our word. We do encourage you to go and Google or talk to your doctor.
Because we really don't want to be liars.
No. We're just trying our best.
But sometimes the internet makes us liars.
That's a true story. It's not our fault. Damn internet. But I did make sure that the articles that I read on this were more recent because a lot of articles were dated like 2018 and older. And I thought that was weird. We're not doing research, but I guess COVID has probably stopped a lot of stuff and we're probably just now picking up research.
And everyone's inside.
So like this article was February of 2023, I think. And that was the most recent article. Like, there wasn't a 21. Because why?
It's just pretty tasty.
People were staying inside.
Exactly.
I'm a fan of the wine as a frosé. I don't know that I drink it by itself, but as a frosé, I'm down.
Yeah, I'm not big on it by itself.
But frosé, top notch. So, I guess that wraps up today's episode.
Woohoo!
So we hope you enjoyed the wine and our motherhood adventure. Thank you for tuning in and turning up with us. Be sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and Instagram at Mom's Guide to, that's the number 2, wine. Leave us a love note, episode suggestion, or just say hi.
Sup, yo.
This is Eliza.
This is Rosie.
And we'll be spilling with you soon.